Good evening, everyone, and welcome to North Penn High School's 61st commencement ceremony honoring the class of 2016. My name is Todd Bauer. I'm the principal of North Penn. At this time, I ask that all our guests in the stadium stand as you are able. Graduates, you are to remain seated, while cadets from our Air Force Junior ROTC present the colors of our nation and of the state of Pennsylvania. Once the cadets have presented the colors on the stage, I will ask our graduates to stand as we honor the United States of America with the singing of our national anthem. Graduates, please be seated. At this time, graduates, please stand. Gentlemen, remove your caps. The senior members of the chorus will sing the Star-Spangled Banner under the direction of Amkar Kata. At the conclusion of the national anthem, please remain standing as the chorus will then sing the North Penn Alma Mater under the direction of Mark Briefer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so
At this time, please be seated as our chorus members return to their seats. Thank you to all family, friends, faculty, staff, North Penn School District Board of Directors, and administrators for joining us this evening as we celebrate the class of 2016 on this 9th day of June. First, given the nature of our dignified ceremony this evening, I ask that everyone refrains from celebrating the reading of an individual graduate with whistles, noisemakers, or air horns, so that every graduate has the opportunity to hear his or her name in honor of the great accomplishments we are celebrating this evening. The class of 2016 joins me in thanking you for the respect of all graduates. We will absolutely have the opportunity to celebrate together at the conclusion of the reading of the names. Today, 963 students have earned and will receive their high school diplomas. Students, with this achievement comes your inclusion in an immense alumni base which spreads across the nation, and the responsibility to honor those who have worked tirelessly alongside of you throughout your 13 years here at North Penn. You have accomplished so much, but for a moment, let's take a look at just this year. The class of 2016 had 16 National Merit finalists, quite appropriate, 32 National Merit commended students. You had the highest proficiency levels in biology in Bucks and Montgomery County, and the third highest results in the state. Students from our jazz band were the first high school students from outside of Louisiana invited to perform at the New Orleans Jazz Festival. We have been recognized at the state and national level for your accomplishments in the classroom and your continued pursuit of excellence across all academic disciplines. You raised over $35,000 for childhood cancer in our first mini-thon. You hosted Brandon McManus Day and sold over 1,300 t-shirts in less than 48 hours and donated towards Brandon's anti-bullying campaign. You supplied food and resources to those in need, and students in the Engineering Academy created glasses to allow a younger student to type using his eyes without the use of his hands. While I certainly do not have time to mention all of your accomplishments, I'm confident in saying that you have made a difference. North Penn class of 2016, you have won team or individual state championships in the Odyssey of the Mind, women's choir, band, orchestra, FBLA, girls swimming and diving, girls water polo, winter track, and girls track and field. Please take some time to look around and capture the moment, as you said last night at Reflections. Think not only of your teachers and other school personnel that helped you along the way, but reflect upon the efforts of your family, friends, relatives, and classmates. This has been a marathon, and you have reached the finish line. Come to think of it, speaking of running,
Boy, you should know that I've got you on my mind, your secret admirer. I've been watching.
While this year has been a challenging one for everyone, and some might say that as a new principal, it was trial by... Never mind. I digress. This year has been a fulfilling one, and one of which I am so honored and proud to have been a part. To the class of 2016, thank you for allowing me to be a part of this monumental accomplishment. Go out there and do what you do best and make a difference. My very best to each and every one of you. Congratulations. At this time, I will ask Mrs. Josephine Charnock, Vice President of the North Penn School District Board of Directors, to please come forward to offer remarks on behalf of the school board. Mrs. Charnock?
Thank you, Mr. Bauer. Good evening. From the North Penn Board of School Directors, I would like to welcome members of the graduating class of the 50th anniversary of the school district, their parents, friends, and relatives. Ladies and gentlemen, we have all come here today to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2016. I am honored to share the excitement of this celebration, to acknowledge the class of 2016's contributions to the success of the school district, and to offer my most sincere congratulations to those who are graduating. As you begin the next chapter in your lives, it has been our tradition to send our graduates on their way with 3 challenges. My father, when he would want to teach my sister and me valuable lifelong lessons, he wouldn't lecture or preach. He would instead use poetry as the way to pass on important lessons. So I decided to put these 3 challenges into a poem. If during the course of the summer you would like to email me your interpretation of the challenges you heard in the poem, please go to npenn.org and email me your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. So here are the challenges to the class of 2016. Be forever and a day as you go along your way. Remember prudently what has transpired, but go wisely forward to acquire more of that which gives meaning and beauty and goes beyond a need or duty. To live a life of asking questions in order to contribute to humanity's progression. For the sake of one and all, when assuredly you will trip, stumble, or even fall, contemplate for a little while, or hang your head in pity, or even in denial. But you must rise beyond that step and work even harder to go along your trek. In your quest for much success, as I'm sure you will achieve, don't be tempted to sit down and feel assured you are relieved. For that is the greatest failure one can attain, to with pride think that which is acquired is all is needed for one to gain. Instead, look around with humility, and you will find that there is more left to learn and do for your body, soul, and mind. From the Board of Education for the North Penn School District, we offer our most sincere and heartfelt congratulations on reaching this milestone of achievement. We wish the class of 2016 great success and happiness. You've earned it. Thank you. Enjoy tonight and stay safe. God bless the class of 2016.
Thank you, Mrs. Charnock. At this time, we will hear from our 3 student speakers. The first student speaker will be our valedictorian, Vanitha Matthew, followed by our salutatorian, Chu Ching Kathy Yang, and finally, our senior class president, Joey Shibata. Vanitha, please come to the podium.
Good evening teachers and administrators, parents, friends and family, and of course, the North Penn class of 2016. Congratulations, graduates, we finally made it. But before we officially graduate and put all those years of laborious study behind us, I think it's only fitting to end it with one final throwback to literature. So, as the famous poet Robert Browning aptly puts it, how sad and bad and mad it was, but then how it was sweet. Following every major stage of our lives, we have had the opportunity to look back and reflect on all those moments, the sad, the bad, and the sweet. Here, as we stand at the threshold to the next phase of our lives, we are presented with one final opportunity to look back. As I sat thinking how best to express all we've been through, I came to this conclusion. I believe our growth over the course of the past 13 years is best exemplified in our yearbooks. And by that, I don't mean in the pictures necessarily, although they are great indicators of change, but rather in the messages, and how the authors and the contents of those messages have changed over time. We all started our journeys in elementary school, where everything was new and important to us. They were the years of many firsts for us, our first teachers, our first friends, and our first yearbooks. And because of the excitement with all these new beginnings, we tended to act more impulsively and enthusiastically in everything we did. Our yearbooks were plastered with signatures from everyone in our classes, regardless of whether or not we were actually friends with them. Although some tried to write a few sentimental sentences of encouragement, for the most part, the pages were filled with either hastily scribbled or overly decorated names, and short, cliche phrases wishing for great summers and common classes the next year. But that was okay, because nothing else was needed. We were so carefree then, not having to worry about the bigger issues of life or the sadness in parting. To us, the simple things were the most important. Middle school marked the transition years of our lives, the awkward time of trying to fit in while adjusting to massive changes from elementary school. Here we also started branching out and forming our own paths. Most people only bought the yearbook in 9th grade instead of every single year, which made the event of getting a yearbook much more special. And with our increased experiences, we had a lot more to say, even though we didn't always know how to say it. Our messages were still filled with generic quotes and idealistic hopes of staying together, but personal memories also started to appear. And the pool of friends we opened our books to was less varied, because we had begun to create distinct friend groups and value quality in them over quantity. In high school, we were a lot more established in who we were. Our friends, our interests, our viewpoints were less prone to change. Although we had started to distinguish ourselves in middle school, it was in high school where we really found our niche and discovered ourselves. Our yearbooks, which were more like textbooks at this point, showed the maturity we had attained over the years, as well as revealed the consistencies of our personalities from middle school. The growing sense of our final moments together became common themes, and the phrase "good luck next year" means a lot more to us now than it did 10 years ago. Although currently each of us stands on his or her own distinct path, those paths are all the results from many branches and divergences from one common starting point that still binds us all together. Looking back at how far we've come and how much we've changed really helps us to appreciate the weight of this accomplishment. We were all once the impulsive elementary school kids who obliviously filled their yearbooks with signatures, but time and experience has allowed us to fill our books and our lives with more meaningful quotes and significant people. So as we officially make the transition from students to alumni and go our separate ways, I urge you to continue to change, but also to reflect on that change, on all the sad, bad, and mad moments. For only through reflection can we truly see how they were sweet. Thank you and congratulations to all of us. And now I would like to introduce the salutatorian, Kathy Yang.
Thank you, Vanitha. Parents, faculty members, friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears I come to salute the end of an era, not to praise it. 3 years ago, we came here as naive little sophomores who didn't know which way K-Pod was. Some of us still don't. But back then, everything was new and a little bit exciting. We marveled at the seniors with their impossibly small backpacks. Getting stuck in the E-Pod clog was a rite of passage. In class, when we were zoning out on the lectures, when we were creatively multitasking, our eyes wandered to the cheesy motivational posters hanging on the walls. You know what I'm talking about. Those cheerful pictures of smiling animals or even smiling teenagers with cliched quotes like, "Live your dreams." Well, that's pretty easy to do when you're sleep deprived and power napping through school. Believe in yourself and you're halfway there, but it doesn't seem to be working with your critical paper, which is due in exactly a day and is not exactly half finished. When Plan A fails, the alphabet has 25 more letters. Well, it's a good thing your grades didn't make it past the third or fourth one. Take a deep breath, and okay, you can definitely relate with that, because it's been a long day, of a long week, of a long road leading you don't know where. Because some days make you wonder why you even come back. But you keep coming back, because you know the journey is more important than the destination, because a bad day does not make a bad life. So take a deep breath, and try again. Spend the extra time, go the extra step, be the really extra person, or maybe not. And when it feels like too much, take a break, pick yourself up, go watch some cat videos, but always try again and again. When plans A, B, and C fail and you feel like you're not enough, remember all the people who have supported you all along. Your brilliant friends, your loving families, your inspiring teachers who will see you through plans X, Y, and Z. Believe in yourself, in your courage, in your wisdom, in your sheer stubbornness in the face of obstacles, and you're more than halfway there. Believe in your strength and your passion, and let them take you to the finish line. You can live your dreams, no matter how distant they may seem, because if you can get homework done on the bus at 6 in the morning and still get passing grades on a test, a quest, and a pop quiz all on the same day, you can do anything. High school has been a long journey, full of bumps and steep climbs, but acknowledging the bad does not have to overshadow the good. Instead, it pushes us to do our best. It's precisely the late nights cramming for exams and the never-ending Monday mornings that make us thankful for the good things in life. Like when your first period class wins the Brown Ball Challenge, or when your hard work pays off in that final project. In the past 3 years, there have been good days and bad days, but what matters is that we're all here today. We made it, class of 2016, through the long days, the even longer hallways, and the too many cliches. And we'll miss the kind words, the happy memories, and the beautiful people we leave behind as we go on to brighter places and bigger challenges. Maybe 30 years from now, the shoes you wear today really won't matter. Maybe you won't even remember the graduation speeches. Who would have thought? But no matter where you go or what the world throws at you, whether it's the good or the bad, remember how hard you've worked to get to where you are. And like the cat on the clothesline, just hang in there. Congratulations, class of 2016. Now I would like to introduce our class president, Joey Shibata.
Thank you, Kathy. Good evening, everyone. My name is Yoshitaka Shibata. Most of you probably know me as Joey. I want to start my speech with a huge congratulations to all of my classmates graduating today. We made it. We just got through one of the longest journeys we will experience in our lifetime. We all started in one of the 13 North Penn elementary schools. Well, I didn't. Some of you probably didn't either. Let me try this again. We all came from different places. It might be one of the North Penn elementary schools. It might be somewhere in the United States, or it might be from other countries. It doesn't matter where we started, because in the end, we are all here right now. We are all here in this moment as North Penn graduates. This is certainly not the final destination for us, but it's just a checkpoint in our life. But I'm very thankful that I got to spend these unforgettable years with all of you, and that I am here to celebrate this important milestone with you today. As we are graduating from North Penn and stepping out towards our future, I want to share with you a very powerful thing that I learned here. That is the power of thank you. These two simple words, to me, are the most magical words in the world. The meaning of thank you is so deep that I sat and wondered about it for hours instead of writing this speech at first. I'm sure all of us have heard countless times from parents and teachers to say thank you to others. And some of us maybe went through a phase when we thought, ugh, why? Now we are all grown up. Well, almost there. And we understand the reasons behind why we thank others. But I really want you to think about one more thing when you say it next time. Thank you is more than just expressing one's gratitude. It symbolizes the connection between people. We sometimes forget that we are living in a society that is built by the connections of people. Because we do it every day, we forget how special it is to communicate with and build relationship with others. What I just said might sound very simplistic, but please don't let negative preconceptions drag you down. If you believe in the power of thank you as a means of connection and do so, you will find yourself surrounded with many friends who you can trust and who will be there for you whatever happens to you. Every time we say thank you, we connect with people, and the more we say it, the more connections we make with others. I have never realized the value of connections and communication before, but my time and experience at North Penn made me realize that. Every single thank you, conversation, and even eye contact I had with people in this school allowed me to discover the importance of our connections. To be honest, I was a lonely guy before I came to America. Not actually lonely due to being isolated, but I always believed that I was able to do everything by myself. My 6 years at North Penn taught me that sometimes I do need others' help to accomplish goals, and that relying on friends is a good thing. Even if they are just there, their presence allows me to be more confident doing whatever I have to do. From a quiet Japanese guy sitting in the back corner of a class in 7th grade, to the 2016 class president standing here right now, I have faced countless obstacles and challenges. But at the same time, I have received a tremendous amount of support from people who I cannot thank enough. I'm not going to lie, part of my accomplishments are the result of my own hard work, but most of it came from the connections with friends, teachers, and family. Maybe it started with a simple thank you, but that was enough for me to be connected with all those people and to extend those connections to school, sports, hobbies, and jobs. My journey at North Penn made me believe that when life gets hard, there will be someone right by your side to offer their hand. Maybe you think that you don't have real friends or no one will help you, but please be optimistic. All the connections you have made and will continue to make will help guide you on your journey forward. They will live on no matter what, just like us. Although we are going our separate ways after today, our connections will keep us tight, and those connections we made as a member of class of 2016 will bring us back together in the future. I have one more thing for all of us to do before we receive our diplomas. I ask all of the seniors to stand up and say 3 big thank you with me. All right, if you are able to, I would like to ask all of you to stand up right now. The first thank you is for all the parents, guardians, siblings, and whoever supported us through all these years with all their hearts. Without them, we wouldn't be here. I'll count to 3 and let's say it. 1, 2, 3, thank you. The second thank you is for all the teachers, faculty, and staff who have helped us in the past 13 years. Without them, we wouldn't be here. Let's say it. 1, 2, 3, thank you. I like that one. All right, the final thank you is for all the friends standing around us right now who have been a big part of life and have helped us for the past years. Without all of us, we wouldn't be who we are right now. Last one, let's make it loud. 1, 2, 3, thank you. Oh, that one's the best. All right, please take your seats. No matter what happens in the future, I hope that you will remember the power of thank you. Most of the time, thank you is the end of a conversation, but it's also the beginning of a relationship that can lead to many other conversations, discoveries, and opportunities. Thank you will bring people back together. So knowing that I will see you again in the future and acknowledging the powerful connection we all share now as the members of the North Penn High School class of 2016, I would like to say one more time in the end, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Joey, and thank you to all of our outstanding speakers this evening. We're proud of all of you. At this time, as we prepare to read the names of our graduates, I would ask our senior class officers to join me on the stage. First, Joey Shibata, Neil Go, Lauren Purcell, Amanda Lee, and our student government president, Katie Solomon. Our senior class leaders will read the name of each graduate, and legacy photographers will take a picture of each graduate as they receive their diploma. At this time, I also ask the Home Office secretaries to come to the front of the stage and the Home Office assistant principals to come forward as well. District administrators, please join us on the stage to shake hands.
No.
Do they have one? I'll just throw your card in there. We'll make sure it's the same. Okay. Perfect. Oh, no. Just, yes. Should I just say it right now? Julianne Ashley Abenizio.
Keith Anthony Earl Jr.
Elizabeth Ann Keller.
Zachary Tyler Nielsen.
Sosana Sad.
Skylar Alexander Abad.
Georgiana Eck.
Kristen Kelly.
Glenn Patrick Neiman.
Sean Sacchetti.
Mina Amged Abdelmalak.
Patricia Sabio Edelman.
Nicholas Kelly.
Nathan Nieves.
Tiffany Marie Sakamondi.
Zina M. Abdel Wahab.
Mark Ryan Eater.
Owen Anthony Kelly.
Parth Nigam.
Rodi Saha.
Alan Abraham.
Shannon Elizabeth Eder.
Gregory Daniel Kerr.
Ingrid Marie Nin.
Tanya Saha.
Ayana Sarah Abraham.
Jamie Hannah Ellison.
Asif Ali Khan.
Jack Nolan.
Adrian Salazar.
Madeline Rose Achivadi.
Bradford Macy Elwell.
Tavita Noor Khan.
Allison Michelle Nowak.
Eric Michael Solera.
Michael James Adams.
Annika Ella Murray Ernst.
Casey Joseph Killoran.
Joseph Noon.
Sarah Noshi Kame Sammy.
Nokran Ahmadi.
Liam Erickson.
Ayung Kim.
Alexa Lean Norris.
Talia Ray Sandor.
Jubair Buhan Ahmed.
Michael Christopher Evans.
Hee Jin Kim.
Raymond Joseph Norris Jr.
Luis Manel Santiago Collin.
Tamim Muhammad Assad.
Bryce Aaron Fabian.
Jason Jongwoo Kim.
Melissa A. Nova.
Maynor Adilio Santos Duarte.
Roxana Akhtar.
Joshua David Faya.
Jeek Kim.
Thomas Joseph Novia Jr.
Para Sunwal.
Tosifa Akhtar.
Aaron Alexis Fan.
Joshua Kim.
Robert Nubla.
Carly Nicole Sarbacher.
Siobhan Akhtar.
Catherine Farag.
Rebecca Kim.
Shiva Krishna Nuthanapati.
J. Dipkumar V. Sadhasha.
Nora Alamiri.
Morgan Patrick Farrell.
Andrew Stephen Kirsch.
Catherine Grace O'Brien.
Murdang Harishkumar Safsani.
Hannah Elizabeth Alexander.
Angelica Grace Fossey.
Allison Marie Kerwin.
Michael Mac O'Brien.
Brian Patrick Shaber.
Johanna Lynn Alfonsi.
Aaliyah Favors.
Robert Sage Klein.
Casey Marie O'Connor.
Taylor Georgine Schaefer.
Jasmine N. Ali.
Brett Lawrence Fenstermacher.
Jonathan Michael Klein.
Bryce Alexander Odell.
Stephen Nicholas Shank.
Brooke Elizabeth Allen.
Maria Ann Farisi.
Edward Robert Nab.
Sean Andrew O'Donnell.
Cameron Janae Shettig.
Suzanne Jolie Angermeyer.
Elizabeth Jordan Figuera.
Victoria Elizabeth Nab.
Cheong O.
Maria Regina Schiffert.
Dubem Emanuela Enyanwu.
Jayshali Figueroa Echeverria.
Brandon Max Koenig.
Thomas John O'Hagan.
Anissa Islam Scholes.
Laura Elizabeth Apple.
Kaylin Rose Fleming.
Nicole Elise Kofke.
Nkem Ohanine.
Dylan Reed Schultz.
Jenna Lynn Aquilino.
Quadri Kareem Fletcher.
Alexander Carr Colbus.
Melissa Joy Older.
Jacob Andrew Schuster.
Baran Arig.
Asia Joy Floyd.
Scott Thomas Kohler.
Ruth Olif.
Isabel Rose Schwank.
Jason Ayers DeZappel.
Shane Christopher Foisey.
Alexander James Consavage.
Erin Nicole O'Neill.
Jacob Charles Scott.
Alexandra Arnold.
Kalia Folk.
Amar Korapati.
Ryan James O'Neill.
Dustin James Seal.
Jacob Daniel Arnold.
Tyler Brian Folk.
Margaret May Kozlowski.
Kyle Phipps Honorado.
Richard Irvin Seddon Jr.
Zachariah Arcelin.
John Joseph Fox.
Megan Brittany Costin.
Derek James Ordway.
Michael Ernest Seeger.
Mohammed Burhan Asami.
James Anthony Fraley.
Cole Stephen Kovac.
Joby Lee Ordway.
Monica Noel Sellers.
Joshua James Auke.
Suzanne Elizabeth Francis.
Andrew Michael Kazempel.
Gail Marie O'Rourke.
Grace Ian Suh.
Christina Ariema.
Lloyd Anthony Frederick.
Brittany Lee Kroc.
Brianna Lynn Ortiz.
Yejin So.
Etienne Ramses Ayub.
Aaron Freitas.
Jeremy Edward Kroll.
Michael James Oscar Jr.
Caroline Arian Cesare.
Mahadi Azad.
Savannah Friday.
Kevin Kwong.
Justin Ostapovich.
Matthew William Shade.
Dylan Michael Bailey Smith.
Harrison Colin Friel.
Courtney Michelle Sweeney.
Nicole Lynn Owens.
Mark Alexander Shadle.
Brittany Marion Baldwin.
Dean Joseph Frioni.
Naomi Patience Kling.
Taylor Nicole Pagano.
Allison Michelle Sharkey.
Suhyuk Bang.
Katarina Sonia Frizzle.
Kyle Charles Wooder Kuchis.
Cherish Harmony Renee Page.
Naman Sharma.
Sierra Andrea Banks.
Zachary Michael Fuchetto.
Ashley Marie Kuhn.
Priscilla Elizabeth Haino.
Nusa Sharif.
Allison Rose Barr.
Harrison Graham Gaffney.
Nikita N. Kulkarni.
Teresa Palacios.
Madison Lorraine Shervinsky.
Morningstar Akap Barudi.
Kennedy Hope Gage.
Morgan Elizabeth Cole.
Aaron Julia Palm.
Quinn Nicholas Shields.
Aspen Noel Bass.
Michael Seamus Gain.
Joshua Kwok.
Brittany Antoinette Palmer.
Eric John Shutter Jr.
Justin Francis Bass.
Cole Travis Gallagher.
Samuel Sihoon Kwan.
Palomi Pandya.
Alex James Sickle.
Amy Elizabeth Bauer.
Michael Lewis Gallagher Jr.
Sophia Jacqueline LeBay.
Kennedy Hunter Paprasky.
Anav Murshid Siddiqui.
Brett William Beeler.
Jimena Gayo Zabala.
Caesar Joel LeBoy.
Eugene Daniel Park.
Jacqueline Danielle Singfried.
Isaac Stephen Bechtel.
Michael James Gallo Jr.
Christopher Andrew Francis Lally.
Eunice Park.
Tina Sankowitz.
Andrew Hollander Beck.
Madonna Haney Gamil.
Tyler James Lambert.
G. Won Park.
Melissa Signor.
Kristen Cynthia Beck.
Urjita Kaushik Gondavia.
Jennifer Alexis Landis.
Matthew J. Park.
Megan Elizabeth Sikorsky.
Catherine Ann Beer.
Taylor Lynn Ganley.
Stephen Robert Landis.
Timothy Park.
Grant Silhanick.
Jacob Ernest Bell.
Oscar Rene Garcia.
Gage Mackenzie Lane.
Dion Aaron Parker.
Mana Singh.
Lucas Ford Bennett.
Julia Ann Gavin.
Daniel Joseph Lair.
Eric William Parker III.
Alexa Paige Sin.
Sierra LaShawn Bennett.
G. E. Gay.
Alex Lastra.
Michael Joseph Pascarello IV.
Felicia Marie Siriani.
Sophie Ann Bensmail.
Jessica Lily Geiger.
Esmeralda Lastra.
Abhay J. Patel.
Michael Robert Cisco.
Jason Lee Berge.
Jasmine Gentry.
Jacob Tyler Laughlin.
Atmiya Atul Patel.
Amanda Lee Skidmore.
Brendan Scott Berry.
Thomas Philip Gerhard.
Peter Nicholas Lawrence.
Vijay V. Patel.
Alyssa Ryan Slack.
Jenna Nicole Bertodi.
Natnel Mehabal Gedahun.
Melanie Morgan Lauro.
Chris Harshad Patel.
Haley Marie Sloss.
Jacob Nicholas Bevan.
Stephen Francis Getman.
Alex Sina Lavasani.
Madhuram Narendra Patel.
Marcus Brian Smalls.
Nauka Jagdish Balodia.
Manel Gorbel.
Brian Patrick Lawn Jr.
Manan M. Patel.
Mason Brian Smalls.
Shirag Ambrish Bhatia.
Lisa Jang.
Austin Michael Lawrence.
Parth Patel.
Aubrielle Nicole Smith.
Shahidul Islam Bijoy.
Eton Gibbons Jr.
Jillian Alexis Isima Lawrence.
Pratik S. Patel.
Corey Robert Smith.
Jamal Ezekiel Blake.
Jameer A. Gibson.
Thomas Min Lee.
Preet D. Patel.
David Gregory Smith.
Jennifer Lauren Blank.
Anthony Robert Gelati.
Jessica Noel Leatherman.
Raj B. Patel.
Kevin James Smith.
Cody Aaron Blattner.
Sarah Salman Gilani.
Amber Jinsun Lee.
Sartak Manish Patel.
Kair Ade Smith.
Karina Maurice Blyman.
Anna Grace Gill.
Hakyoung Lee.
Sachi Tushar Patel.
Matthew Joseph Smith.
Mary Elizabeth Bloomer.
William Harrison Gillespie.
Sean San Lee.
Shakti Hintendra Patel.
Carly Hope Snyder.
Teresa Lynn Blue.
Tyler Marcello Gillette.
Grace Catherine Lees.
Shika R. Patel.
Sarah Nicole Smith.
Kajal S. Bogera.
Ryan Patrick Gilmore.
Tyler Brenton Leidy.
Trush Pramod Patel.
Alexis Snellings.
Leanne Brooke Ballard.
David Ernest Gilrain Jr.
Michaela Jane Lemming.
Vineet K. Patel.
Jacob Andrew Snyder.
Alexander H. Bolins.
Michaela Tribolette Giuliani.
Morkos Rauf Lenz.
Joseph Liam Patterson.
Miranda Sabrina Sook.
Aaron Sean Bonsignori.
Taylor Darby Glass.
Jordan Taylor Leon.
Cody O'Neill Paxton.
Stephen Brian Sokolowski.
Dean Jared Borowski.
Danielle Elizabeth Godshall.
Azure Dominique Lewis.
Sade Renee Pirakawi.
Yash Bipin Solanki.
Monica Teresa Berzillo.
Zachary Todd Godshall.
Isaiah Maurice Lewis Harris.
Samantha Lauren Peel.
Jason Sun.
Jacqueline Marie Boyle.
Samantha Lee Gorham.
Lillian Wheelin Lee.
Christine Elise Press.
Andre Sasson Diaz.
Julianne Marie Bozelli.
Jared Allen Gorman.
Michaela Antoinette Liba.
Samantha Lee Preds.
Anthony Sowden Jr.
Stephen Tyler Bracey.
Ayush Hitesh Govani.
Daniel Michael Liberio.
Evan Allen Peters.
Amy Sowers.
Aaron Richard Braverman.
James William Graber.
Connor Linson.
Alex Chase Peterson.
Jared Michael Spackman.
Samantha Kate Braverman.
David Michael Graham.
Madeline Mary Little.
Anthony James Pedinato.
Jordan Keith Spackman.
Mara Patricia Breen.
Michaela Greco.
Marissa Emily Longcoy.
Ashley Nicole Pfister.
Joseph Douglas Bollinger.
Jordan Thomas Brescia.
Jameson George Green.
Hector Lopez Angel.
Helen Hyen Pham.
James Thomas Spencer.
Isaac Mark Briefer.
Alan Lee Green Jr.
Elizabeth Marie Lupinansky.
Jessica Marie Phillips.
Natalie Julia Sparing.
Christian Thomas Brobst.
Shane Henry Griffiths.
Shaquan Zakir Lowry.
Matthew James Pickford.
Brian Christopher Spiegel.
Kyler Alexander Brothen.
Lindsay Griffith.
Andrew Harrison Lowry.
Grant Daniel Pietrkowski.
Dominic Spear.
Haley Johanna Brown.
David D. Grove.
Giselle Lozano.
Stephanie Marie Pfeiffer.
Alicia Ann Spofford.
Leah Rose Brown.
Nicholas John Grubel.
Patrick Joseph Luberto.
Isaiah Joseph Pitchford.
Charles Michael Stahelic.
Rachel Francis Brynan.
Timothy James Grundy.
David Zachariah Lucas Jr.
Tyler Joseph Pittis.
Kaylee Michelle Stansel.
Nicholas Anthony Bucafori.
Junior Guerra Posada.
Bishoy S. Luca.
Erin Elizabeth Pitko.
Richard Anton Stansel Jr.
Judy Anne Marie Boucher.
Tyler David Goulian.
David Luong.
Samuel Timothy Blogger.
Matthew Benjamin Stark.
Lexine Bunrout.
Anushk Gupta.
Evelyn Huying Ma.
Egypt Pollard.
Nina Marie Statuti.
Courtney Megan Birdsall.
Carly Elise Gutowski.
Carly Roxanne MacDonald.
Stephen Patrick Pop.
Joseph Thomas Stavely.
Melissa Ann Burnley.
Eric Edward Gucci.
Brooke McKenna Marcosi.
Carolyn Rhodes Potts.
Dante Justice Stewart.
Brandon Lee Burrier.
Jake Tyler Haber.
Neil Marisadea.
Mohammed Mashfiqul Haq Pramanik.
Livia Leona Stock.
Zachary Tyler Carnes.
Joshua Michael Hall.
Hannah Maury Marks.
Alexis Nicole Preston.
Michael Christopher Stratton.
Alexandru Kalinescu.
Sydney Marie Hall.
Brianna Victoria Marquise.
Ashley Jean Puya.
Melina Lynn Stroline.
Noah David Calvaresi.
Emily Rebecca Halpern.
Nicole Marquez Lobos.
Julia Teresa Puya.
Michaela Shailene Sturgeon.
Colleen Ann Cameron.
Wyatt Halteman.
Allison Rose Martin.
Jeremy John Pulver.
Yu Min Sa.
Dana Rebecca Campbell.
Sean McGregor Hamilton.
Caitlin May Massiantonio.
Anthony David Purnell Jr.
Sherrier Ramon Suvo.
Jessica Charlotte Carnell.
Esther Jiwon Han.
Brian James Mazalansky.
Anthony Michael Quiggle.
Emily Masako Suzuki.
Angelo Charles Caruso.
Kyung Min Han.
Julianne Nicole Mason.
Shannon Elise Quinn.
Emma Rose Sweeney.
Alexander Julian Castle.
Sabira Hawk.
Justin Joes Matthew.
Naimisha Rachakanda.
Samantha Kim Tan.
Rahul Chandran.
Gabriel Eric Harbison.
Alexandra Lee Matson.
Amanda Elizabeth Rhagar.
Sophia Tanvir.
Siddharth Chandran.
Ariana Mackenzie Harder.
Tyler D. Matizak.
Rachel Maureen Rhagar.
Nusrat Jahan Tansnuva.
Jun Hoon Chang.
Desmond Rashad Hargist.
Robert Toner Maxwell.
Muhammad Kausar Rahman.
Bradley James Taylor.
Samuel Lewis Charnock.
Bailey Matthew Harp.
Tyrese Anthony Maxwell.
Kara Ray Raxon.
Jordan Marcus Taylor.
Sagar J. Chowda.
Deanna Danielle Harris.
Victoria Lee Mayer.
Zachary James Raw.
Joshua Edward Taylor.
Cole Patrick Chestnut.
Thomas Vincent Hartman.
Melanie Ann Mazaleski.
Gregory Allen Radzeski.
Quinn William Tenfeld.
Derek Lee Chinkathorpe.
Ryan Deshawn Hartwell.
Brian Patrick McCaffrey.
Nina Michelle Ray.
Jessica N. Thatch.
Shelby Lynn Chioda.
Madison Kate Hartwig.
Colin Dean McConaughey.
Zahir Razi.
Inaya H. Thomas.
Santo Fred Chisinga.
Rakibul Hashan.
Danya Janae McCullough.
Batul Osama Rita.
Samantha Thomas.
Won Myung Cho.
Paul Pearsall Haney III.
Tobias Corey McCullough.
Derek John Refner.
Charnel Renee Thompson.
Julius Choi.
Derek John Heckler.
Amanda K. McGuckin.
Kevin Michael Riley.
James Kelly Thompson.
Alyssa Kaylee Chanko.
Amelia Catherine Hine.
Kelly Marie McKenzie.
Vivian Resendez.
Corey Tobias Thompson.
Debanjan Chowdhury.
Cameron Whitcomb Helmuth.
Eric James McLaughlin.
Grant Jordan Reynard.
Selena Thongzanoy.
Sienna Lynn Christ.
Lauren Elizabeth Helt.
Tara Shea McLaughlin.
Jeffrey Michael Reynolds.
Amelia Claire Tofton.
John William Semino.
Brian Antonio Henriquez Umanzur.
Evan Joseph McNamara.
Aaliyah Arlene Rhodes.
Joseph Thomas Tolkaz.
Darianne Antonisha Clark.
Madison Constantina Henry Hill.
Sean J. McNamee.
Joseph William Richardson.
Angeline Tong.
Lacey Caitlin Clary.
Emma Leanne Herb.
Robert Strubing McNulty.
Matthew Thomas Richardson.
Vanessa Ray Toro.
Heather Lynn Claus.
Edward Vaughn High.
Christopher Nathan McWilliams.
Dylan Christopher Jacob.
Sydney Monet Towns.
Cassidy Nicole Clemens.
Benjamin Luke Hill.
Kelly Jean Mealy.
Michael Gabriel Riley.
Lucy T. Tran.
Phoebe Celeste Clauser.
Brandon Keith Hilton.
Daniel Heston Meir.
Ty David Richardson Jr.
Zimmy Sai Tran.
Kyle Reese Cody.
James Daniel Hinchcliffe.
Heidi Azucena Mejia.
Victoria Hope Richter.
Jason Matthew Trias.
Ashley Kathleen Cole.
Alexander Robert Hirsch.
Justin Charles Mellett Smith.
Morgan Amanda Rimmer.
Elizabeth Francis Trinidad.
Shelby Lee Cole.
Devin Hobson.
Maud Mengel O'Connell.
Kyra Milani Rios.
Ilse Trinidad Perez.
Stephen Aloysius Coleman.
Derek Jevin Hose.
Nicholas Tyler Mercer.
Anthony Joseph Riato.
Gavin Tyler Troxel.
Michael Scott Collins.
Bailey Sierra Holbert.
Mohammed Radoy Mia.
Caitlin Rosemary Ritchie.
Travis Mark Tucker.
Sarah Joan Callipy.
Eric Gerd Hollenbach.
Nathan Andrew Mishner.
Frank Edwin Rizzo.
Floriana Alexa Tooley.
Isabella Marie Conroy.
Jonathan Daniel Hollenbach.
Dominic Michael Mignon.
Luis Octavio Ra Rodriguez.
Sanaa Tuma.
Randy Javier Contreras.
Mina Rochelle Hollinger.
Peter Resk Michael.
Devin Casey Roach.
Shamari Hanif Turner.
Julia Elizabeth Cook.
Luke James Homan.
Andrew James Makita.
Abigail Nicole Roberts.
Elizabeth K. Tyree.
Travis Garrett Cook.
Angela Mijin Hong.
Melanie Milan.
Devin Michael Robertson.
Jenna Jameson Tyrell.
Evan Joseph Cooper.
Grace Julin Hong.
Brianna Sade Miller.
Maxwell Young Robbins.
Ramya Venkatesan.
John Philip Coronado.
Inky Hong.
Caleb Ziegler Miller.
Dion Lamar Robinson.
Jacob Charles Verillo.
Miles Alonzo Covert.
Eric Matthew Horn.
Garrett Joseph Miller III.
Carrie Lynn Robinson.
Alexandra Catherine Vinitsky.
Chunhua Cox.
Jillian Magella Horn.
Haley Catherine Miller.
Diego Antonio Rodriguez Rivera Jr.
Amber Marie Voles.
Alyssa Rose Cozy.
Rachel Lynn Horvath.
Jacqueline Grace Miller.
Ryan David Rogers.
Elizabeth Claire Voles.
Marty Perez Cressman.
Meme Hossein.
Christina Ann Miller.
Emily Marie Rojeski.
Beniamino Giuseppe Vizzolo Jr.
Nanette Joy Crush.
Nafiul Mohammed Hossein.
Thomas Isaac Miller.
Christina Arlene Romano.
Aiden Marie Wagenhofer.
David Javier Cruz Vasquez.
Albert J. House Jr.
Kaylee Corinne Milligan.
Merritt Safwa Romani.
Olivia Brooke Wagner.
Justin Mendoza Cueto.
Christopher Shea.
Joseph Mitchell.
Nicholas Rosado.
Asia Chantel Walker.
Lucas John Cunningham.
Jenny Huang.
Tara Nicole Maffa.
Celeste Noel Rosado.
Nicholas William Walker.
James Alexander Custis.
Matthew Francis Huber.
Alamin Mohammed.
Eric Joseph Rosenblatt.
Mark Ryan Wallace.
Liam Michael Daly.
Blade Hughes.
Delphin Mosalaka Manga.
Nicholas Pascual Razadibito.
Anna Janae Walter.
Gianna Marie Diamato.
Janie Marie Hughes.
Gino Matamba Manga.
Angela Marie Rosini.
Jacob Ryan Walter.
Shayla Shalise Daniels.
Marissa Marie Hunsinger.
Busa Moise Mongo.
Caitlin Elizabeth Ross.
Aaron Jamal Walters.
Ryan Jeffrey Darby.
Stephanie Jane Hustad.
Tyler John Makovic.
Tiffany Marie Rossi.
Matthew Wong.
Rachel Lee Darty.
John Joseph Hutchings.
John Thomas Montserrat.
Julia Marie Rowe.
Paige Elizabeth Warren.
Madison Eileen Daubert.
Michelle Christine Hutnick.
Leanna Marie Morelli.
Bishaka Roy.
Kania Deshay Washington.
Lucy Elizabeth Zhao Davies.
Bassem Milad Botros Ibrahim.
Ulysses Marino Morales.
Priya Maria Rochaudry.
Nicole Ashley Wassel.
Alexander Davis.
Nicholas Taylor Isabella.
Nayali Mendoza.
Michael Lawrence Rubus.
Haley Nicole Weber.
Melanie Grace Davis.
Jesse Amana. Iseng Diji.
Harrison Eric Morley.
Dominic Jepka.
Joshua Michael Weckerly.
Madison Elizabeth DeSembrino.
Fahim Islam.
Gabrielle Lee Moyer.
Julia Faith Hoffman.
Leah Mary Reno.
Luke Clinton Dees.
Nalima Anjum Islam.
Justin Timothy Monali.
Nicholas Stephen Cyberlick.
Jacob Joseph Wiener.
David DeGidio Jr.
Prami Islam.
Nabil McKeet.
Jessica Elizabeth Gettinger.
Devin Marcus Welsh.
Christopher John Delamater.
Tasnim Farabi Islam.
Crystalline Marie Murphy.
Eric Thomas Bideman.
Sydney Virginia Welsh.
Brittany Nashay Deloach.
Rana Ibrahim Ishmael.
Angelica Grace Murray.
Janie Joy Burgess.
Nifis K. West.
Catherine Ann Denning.
Nazir Jakim.
Joshua Tyler Knockman.
Morgan Catherine Brett.
Richard T. West.
Lucas John Denton.
Sahil M. Jamil.
Mason Peter Nadeau.
Catherine Diane Nab.
Lauren Christine Whalen.
Gabriella Diana Di Palantonio.
Yasmin Nicole James.
Nasmin Nahar.
Stephanie Michelle Crane.
Jason de Blasio Wary.
Alexa Nicole DePrisco.
Hyunjin Jang.
Ohiden Sharani Nahar.
Sydney Michelle Lee.
Shannon Marie White.
Vinaya S. Desai.
Peter David Jaskowitz.
Abdullah Al Naheen.
Ki Hong Min.
Colin Hines Wilhelm.
Jamie Lynn Devine.
Elizabeth Ann Gibran.
Owen Emerson Nakatani.
Madison Page Payton.
Kristen Diana Wilkinson.
Jacob Lewis Diamond.
Christopher Sean Jeffries.
Kedar Lee Albert Namey.
Dante Maurice Watson.
Zachary Nathan Wilkinson.
Dominic Matthew Di Berardino.
Sarah Elizabeth Jensen.
Kasim R. Neal.
Madison Catherine Warnes.
Allison Patricia Williams.
Nicholas Robert DeServo.
Colin Joseph Jerome.
Benjamin Charles Newbert.
Paul H. Beck.
Elizabeth Amanda Williams.
Thomas Michael Dixon.
Matthew Gyeong Jang.
Amy Nee Nguyen.
Taylor Nicole Hagan.
Shane Austin Williams.
Danielle Ann DeFeo.
Andrew Edward Jersa.
Andrew Bin Nguyen.
Joseph Thomas John.
Zara R. Williams.
Casey Adelaide Dillon.
Alexis R. Johnson.
Brian Nguyen.
Sophia Elizabeth Kim.
Kevin Justin Wilson.
Alexandra Victoria Demiltropoulos.
Jordan Elizabeth Johnson.
Dewey Thon Nguyen.
Shivani Vipul Rathod.
Sarah Catherine Whitman.
Stephanie Elena Dineno.
Juliana Ray Johnson.
Rachel Lean Nguyen.
Catherine Barbara Swanson.
Dante Stephen Wooden.
Kevin Din.
Safiq M. Johnson.
Tiffany Thon Nguyen.
Alex Van.
Aaliyah Dianitza Wright.
SK Rahat Sharir Dipta.
Gianni Lynn Johnston.
Yvonne Nguyen.
Abigail Sarah Bizarre.
Victoria Lei Wu.
Ryan Thomas Dormer.
Claudia Helen Jones.
Leonard Swingson Nguyen.
Hirsch Raj Bogara.
Marie Victoria Jacopino.
Jordan Lynn Drellick.
Michaela Catherine Jones.
Sierra Rose Stockman.
Samantha Lynn Kavanaugh.
Marina Assam Jacob.
William Isaac Drews.
Spencer Jones.
Brittany Marie Trail.
Heather Alicia Cunningham.
Carter Yoshia Kamakana Makalani Yanagawa.
Timothy Edward Duame.
Aaron Thomas Jordan.
Untek An.
Mackenzie Grace Daniels.
Chu Ching Kathy Yang.
Faria Dulal.
Caroline LaRue Jordan.
Manpreet Dankar.
Jennifer Marie DeLongis.
Felix Yifei Yang.
Tyler Samuel Dungan.
Malik Roddy Jordan.
Kathleen Anna Hiddle.
Ryan Michael Desner.
Matthew Robert Yerk.
Michelle Francine Dyke.
Ashley Boram Jew.
Catherine Helen Kornienko.
Gabrielle Marie Frost.
Ryan Anthony Yoakum.
Maya Murphy Diswell.
Beauty Akhtar Kabir.
Liliana Jade Lee.
Lauren Elizabeth Hall.
Sophia Yu.
Anthony Marquise Johnson.
Kelly Ann Kalach.
Antonio Emmanuel Masturzo.
Gavin Travis Hennessy.
Brendan Michael Young.
Kendall Angela Case.
Janani Shriram Kanagasundaram.
Benitha Sarah Matthew.
Lucas Eric Hill.
Michael K. Yu.
Kaylee Eloise Jacqueline Cooper.
Joshua Jiwon Kang.
Alice Cheyon Park.
Megan Catherine James.
Vivian Wong Zhang.
Megan Ann Keplinger.
Tashnim Rabia Karim.
Abir Mohammed Razak.
Nathaniel Johnson.
Flavio C. Zakeda.
Catherine Joanne Kratz.
Umkar A. Kata.
Annie Shi.
Ella Kim.
George L. Zakeda.
Kimmy D. Maria Nong.
Evan Francis Katuki.
Kyle Robert Shu.
Jane J. Kim.
Noah James Ziegler.
Brooke Marie Visco.
Jordan Matthew Katz.
Ethan Joseph Williamson.
Judy Sungwoo Kim.
Miranda Nicole Zink.
Jakob Taba.
Julia Rhodes Lightfoot.
Antoinette Sophie Zulo.
Yana Zerpins.
Jordan James Melcher. Dominique Alyssa Mosley. Chloe Alexa Novak. Mayank J. Patel. Hiba Pediaco. Holly Ann Reed. Eric Charles Volz. Rebecca Amanda Wilson.
At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. John Fluck and Ms. Sue Daywalt, our senior class advisors.
Thank you and good evening. I have the great honor of introducing the following 5 seniors who will be leaving behind 5 amazing legacies. Thank you for all you have given North Penn High School. Your student government president, Katie M. Solomon. Your senior class treasurer, Amanda Ha-Young Lee. Your senior class secretary, Lauren Elizabeth Purcell. Your senior class vice president, Neil Go. And your senior class president, Yoshitaka Joey Shibata.
Congratulations to all of our graduates. At this time, there are a few students who are unable to join us this evening. I will now read these names in recognition of their accomplishments. Nolan Matthew Arnold, Andrew Cherian, Erica Lee Davidson, J. H. Davis, Damon Jaleel Alazer, Maxwell David Garcia, Montgomery Thomas Gray, Seongsu Kim, Megan Elizabeth Langeli, John Connor Mirabella, Mohammed Nooraldeen, Richard Samuel O, Caitlin Elizabeth Peterson, Megan Pulis, Michael Alistar Purcell, Nicholas Francis Schmidinger, Dakota Joseph Simmons, Brianna Eileen Smith, Scott Fergus Snyder, Bridget Riley Timms, Courtney Lee Watkins, William Pryor Wentz IV, Rebecca Snow White, and Donald Cameron Wood II. A round of applause for all those students, please. Okay, before our closing remarks and the moving of the tassel, I want to remind you that as in years past, each graduate's name will appear on the marquee twice for 5 minutes each. The schedule of these names will be posted on the district website, and they will begin appearing on June 20th. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Kurt Dietrich, Superintendent of Schools for the North Penn School District, to the podium. Joining Dr. Dietrich will be Neil Go, the Vice President of the class, who will advise you as you move your tassel from right to left, signifying your graduation from the North Penn School District. Please wait until Neil says congratulations to toss your cap and celebrate. Dr. Dietrich.
Good evening. As Superintendent of Schools, it is truly my pleasure to participate in commencement exercises. The ultimate goal of 13 years of education is to prepare you for this moment where we can confidently send you into the world prepared for post-secondary education and/or the world of work. So it is with tremendous pride that I and all 1,936 North Penn employees whom I represent this evening congratulate you and wish you the very best in the next stage of your life. I am confident that by earning a North Penn diploma, you are well positioned to achieve your dreams. As your superintendent, I have one final important piece of advice I would like to pass along. That advice deals with public speaking and the importance of knowing your audience and understanding the importance of timing. For example, if one day you become a superintendent of schools and you find yourself on the commencement ceremony program right after the reading of names, know that at that point of the evening, nobody is interested in hearing a long speech. So, members of the class of 2016, allow me to simply wish you good health and good times as you move on to the next chapters of your lives. And now, so that the celebrations may begin as soon as possible, after the turning of the tassel, of course, please allow me to make the official pronouncement for which you have worked 13 years to hear. And that pronouncement is, now by the powers vested in me by the Pennsylvania Department of Education and the North Penn School District's Board of Education, I hereby declare that all members of the class of 2016 whose names have been read this evening and who have been certified to me as having met all necessary requirements shall from this point forward be known as graduates of North Penn High School. Congratulations, enjoy your celebrations. And now we will have Neil lead us in the turning of the tassel. Neil?
Class of 2016, please rise. Now please join me in moving our tassels from the right to the left, signifying our graduation from North Penn High School. Congratulations, North Penn! We did it!
Let it go, let it roll right off your shoulder, don't you know? The hardest part is over, let it in. Let your clarity define you in the end. We will only just remember how it feels. Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours still remain. Let it slide.